Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be replacing a couple of two bushings from my lower control arm. I did this 3 years ago and two have failed. I was having some clunking sound on this side of the vehicle and actually on the other side as well. So I'm not doing this one. This is still good. As you can see, this one has already, part of the rubber has separated from the bushing, from the metal part of the bushing. And really I used it. This was a Chinese aftermarket part. So same goes with this. It hasn't fully failed, but all the same, it's the same Chinese manufacturer, and you can see that this part of the rubber has sagged, so I'm changing those out. In terms of tools, so parts, I'm going with European parts. I'm using Febi Bilston so this is the rear control arm bushing, this one, and I'm using knee parts. This is out of the Netherlands, so I'll use that for the other one. Tools, I'm using this 10-part ball joint puller kit, not puller, I mean install removal kit. So I'll let you know how this goes. Got it off of Amazon. If you're going to be doing this on a Honda 2003 Honda Accord or the 7th generation, the adapters here won't be enough. You're going to need, this is a 27. Okay, so that's a 27, and it's this type, not the hexagonal one. Same goes, you'll need a 30. The 30 is for this one. Is for the this one, that the bushing that connects the strut or the dampener to the lower control arm. So that's that one. While the 27 is for this one. So one thing I forgot: always hit with penetrating oil. That should help. So basically, here's my setup for taking out the old bushing. Right, so you'd need the removal adapter, then an installation or removal cup, sorry. So something like this is just like a cylinder, empty cylinder. Then, because I said that there was no proper part I could use, the appropriate size for the 7th generation Honda Accord, I'm using a 30mm hexagonal socket. So with all that done, last thing I would want to do is to just leave the threads. That should help. I forgot to also mention, so ensure everything is well aligned, that you're not actually pushing on the control arm. All your parts should properly align. This receiving cup should be well over the circumference of the bushing you're trying to push out, and then while this the one you're using for removing the bushing should be bang on the metal part of the bushing, not the rubber part of the bushing. So with that done, it's just to tighten away. And it has started moving, as you can see. Yep. That's easier than I thought. Yeah. So one other thing I should say is that the receiver cup that you use should be able to take the full length of the bushing. So as you can see, this wasn't able to, or it's not able to take the full length, and this was the cup I was using. So at a point I started having a bit more resistance than normal, so and I guessed it was a problem with the cup. So ideally I should have used this larger one, which clearly takes up this particular bushing. So but I'm not going to bother myself with trying to use this. I think it's almost out, and I'll just tap out with my rubber mallet. So and here's my setup for removing the other one. It has started moving, as you can see. Yeah. It's out. Yep. So that's it. Do you remember the orientation when putting in your new one? So I'm just going to clean up these holes, just make sure there's no crude there, and then install. So and here's the setup for installation. So you just go, you can see that I started going in. Now it's not going to go all the way because I wanted to use a more stable adapter here to get it going. So when it aborts with that, I'm going to switch to so that's it. So that's going nice and good. So and here's the setup for the outer control and bushing. Okay. As you can see, that's going in quite nicely. So and that's it. Bushings are in. So that's how you do it. So if you've liked this video, please like, subscribe. Thank you very much.